Hey guys, my name is Orest and today I'm making this video to introduce you to one of the new service I recently found. It's for Amazon sellers, I think only for Amazon sellers, but it's a great tool if you have your Amazon shop. It's gonna definitely help you. So I found out about this website called essence.com from my other friend who is also a pretty big seller on Amazon. He told me they already use this website almost on a daily basis for their shop, and since I know that his Amazon business is going pretty good, I decided to see how can I use it and decided to give it a try. So I've been testing it about maybe 2 weeks. Right now, I've been trying to use all of the features to understand what maximum I can get from here. And to be honest, I was very impressed. I think that this is a very useful website for Amazon sellers, and it's definitely going to add to your not only to your products and listings, but I think it's also going to help you generate more sales. Yes, so again, a service called essence.com. As far as I'm concerned, I think it was free. I don't think I paid any membership. Yeah, I think it was completely free. Just there is a registration process at the start, which is gonna just ask you your phone number. Then I think I received some validation code, and that's it. You're gonna be logged in, and you can use all of the features without purchasing anything extra, like membership or premium access. There is no such thing here. So that's what even surprised me much more because, uh, for my past, I tried many services, paid services and not paid services, and usually it was wastage of the money. Even if it wasn't, it still, didn't live up to my expectation, I would say. So, okay, coming back to the topic. So, essence.com. Uh, Today I'm just gonna show you, like share some of the experience of using it. Maybe gonna show you how I'm using it for my Amazon shop. But I think since it has so many functions right here, there is no point making one video for and talk about all of them. I think it's better than we're gonna focus one feature by one, and let's talk today more detailed about one of the features, and then if you will guys find it useful and like it, maybe I'm gonna do more videos about it. Yeah, so here how the dashboard looks like, if you can see my screen. So I'm already logged in. As I said, it's very simple process to register and be logged in, so it's gonna take you maybe like 3 to 5 minutes. But yeah, when you come in here, everything is pretty much simple, straightforward. There are all features or functions of it on the left. If you just put your mouse on them, it's gonna slide right a bit, and you can see the names, not only icons of these features, but the names, so you know what to click on. So let's go from top to the bottom and see what essence.com offers. So there is a creation of semantic course, which we're gonna focus today on more closely. I think let's do first seminar about it. I'm gonna go more detailed here and show you my own way how I'm using it. Since it's very great feature, and I believe that that's where you're gonna start from, right? If you have a new product or existing product, you want to make sure that semantic core is correct, or you want to construct a new and you want to construct it right away with all of the right keywords that should be included on your listing. But again, a little bit later we're going to talk a little bit more about this. Then also there are some functions like top ASIN by search query, conversion and clicks of top 3 competitors. I think it provides you with by any keyword. You can find, like, take any keyword from Amazon or from brand analytics, and it will provide you much more details. Just again, we're going to talk about it, but if you don't want to wait for the next videos, I advise you to go check and see how it uses it. It's pretty straightforward, and it will definitely help you to analyze the um, demand for each keyword specifically in units. So again, a little bit later, but go check it out if you have time. Then also there is ASIN search term statistics, collecting the semantic core of one or more ASINs. You can see most frequent words and semantic core comparison, which is very nice. You can compare your semantic core to other products in the same category, or to your the bestseller in the category, whatever. So this is very great, but I would say we wanna start from the top, and let's focus today on semantic core creation. So a little bit introduction. I don't know if any of those sellers who are watching this right now been selling around like 6 to 8 or 10 years ago. If yes, then you should remember that at that time it was pretty tough to collect a really good semantic core. Seller Central really didn't give us much, like tools for this at that time. So we were mostly almost guessing which keywords should be there and shouldn't be on your listing. And most of the times, even if we were able to guess most of those keywords, still there were a lot of high frequency and low frequency search terms which were missing from the listing, and those are all, even if not very popular keywords, still those keywords that can generate you more sales. And yes, within some time after that, Seller Central introduced brand analytics to us, which definitely eased the process itself, but from my experience I still find it pretty uncomfortable and pretty lengthy to construct really good semantic core through brand analytics. You need to check a lot of competition, their search terms, and you need to do a lot of steps just to have some understanding of what keywords should go to the title, what keywords should go to the bullets or main text, or A plus, whatever. So it was taken still pretty much a lot of time. After that, I've been trying to find something which can help me with semantic core creation, particularly since in my shop we have constantly some products coming in, and you need to prepare those semantic cores before creating the listing itself. So I was looking for some websites or services or applications, whatever, and I tried a lot. I tried some paid and free ones, but again, they weren't giving me what I was expecting them, to give me. So again, after that, I was stopped and started again using brand analytics when constructing semantic core, until last 3 weeks when I was told about this thing. So it's actually very cool how fast it works and how easy it makes the process of creating the semantic core. And I just want to show you how can you do it. So again, if you want to create semantic core for your new or already existing product, all you need to do is press the first button from the top, which is called semantic cores. It's right here. If you can see my screen, all you need to just press one time, and such menu gonna come to your screen. Let's wait until it's loaded. Now it's loaded. So yeah, I think it would be better if we can go from left to right and see what fields you must input some information and to which field you shouldn't if you don't wish, since they're optional. So let's start from the left and on the right, and maybe let's take some of some products. Let's choose some product which we wanna create the semantic core for. So I've been searching for what to use for this video, and since my Amazon shop is mainly focused on pet products, including like toys, treats, and food, I decided to show you guys how I was constructing semantic core for one of the products I'm almost about to launch soon. So after talking to supplier, I found out I'm able to sell some dog bones, and I decided that I want to start selling beef dog bones on Amazon.com as a next product. So as you can see, I was searching the market. I was looking what sells the best, what kind of product, what kind of dog bone I want it to be, how it should be packaged, and a lot of different stuff which I don't need to explain you. You guys know how to do it. Yes, so again, let's just for today's video, let's take a beef dog bone as a product that we are almost about to sell. But again, in your case, regardless of the category on Amazon or your product, you can use this like function to generate a semantic core. So just for example, we're taking beef dog bone for this video, okay? So the first field right here on the left is popular ASIN category. So what does it mean? So you just need to take some ASIN, which is pretty much good selling in this category that you want. But what is my recommendation here, since I was playing a little bit with this, what I found out. So for example, let's take this example. So if I would put, I want to find the product that I want to input there and the product which is the closest one to what I really want to sell. So if I would, for example, just put dog bones into the search, if we put dog bones as a search term, right? We could take like bestseller from here or some other product from like top of first page which you gonna sell very similar to. But as you can see, when I put dog bones, there are a lot of different bones coming in. It can be dog bones, it can be turkey bones, chicken bones, or some other treats for dogs. So it's not really, you know, very right scope to build semantic core on, because it has different ingredients, and even though it's also a bone, it's not exactly similar for what I wanna sell. I would just say try to narrow the scope as much as you can to have the most accurate result. So there is no point of me taking this long-lasting bison flavor bone, since that's not what I'm looking to sell. So I know from my supplier that it's going to be beef dog bone, it's going to be beef one. So for me to do it in a correct way, and now we can see here all of the beef bones. And again, since I already researched the industry again, like the market itself, this niche market, I pretty much found the product that I'm gonna be having similar product to, and now I cannot see it. One sec. Beef dog bone. No. Beef dog bones. Let's see now. Yeah, so I saw this product, and after making some just basic research, visual research, I read the listings. So I think that my product is going to be looking pretty much similar to this one. So all you need to do is narrow your scope, find the most similar product, and scroll down, wait until it's loaded, and take its ASIN from here. It's right here. Copy and paste it in this field. So population of category 1 is enough. We're just gonna put it here. There is next field which just says ASIN of your product, and it's optional. Since, let's say, I don't have it on hand yet, this product, it's not in inventory, I didn't create listing, so basically I don't have ASIN for it. So I'm just gonna leave it blank at this point. Then you can choose a marketplace to get more accurate results. So for me it's USA, so I'm gonna leave it as it is. And then next mandatory field is search terms. So here it says enter minimum 2 search terms, enter search terms 1 per line. So what I would do, you don't even need to do any research. Put here 2 to 3 or 4 search terms, which is the first things that come to your head when you think about this product, like the most straightforward things. So since this is the beef dog bones, what I'm gonna put dog bone, maybe beef bones, and let's put something more, dog treats. So see, dog treats. So as you can see, I'm just putting the first thing that come to my head, because this is how I would describe the product itself. Then there is the field competitor brands. Oh, by the way, coming back, if you want to put more search terms, you can always do it. You can add as many as you want, but 3 is, from my experience, it's more than enough. So you already gave some information to for Star to work with, and yeah, the most basic search term is going to be enough. Then there is competitors brands. So right here, it's optional field, same as excluded search terms, but I would still advise you to put some information here to make your results much more accurate. So easy way to do it, competitor brands. So coming back, so when we typed, in this case, beef dog bones, there is list of brands coming here. So what I would do, I would just copy all of them right here, copy and paste them right here, and just remove those empty spots between them. So those are my main competitors, the biggest brands by these search terms, and excluded search terms. In excluded search terms, I would put something which you know right away from your head know that it shouldn't be here. So let's take this example first, and then I'll give you one more example. So for this example, I know that my bone gonna be made from beef, so there is no point for me to collect other search terms like, you know, turkey bones or chicken bones or I don't know, uh, some other kind of toys or whatever. So what I would put here, the most straightforward thing, I would just put like turkey. Since I know it's made from beef, I would put chicken. Uh, chicken. Then I would put bison. And maybe like, okay, toilet, let's leave it. But again, something very straightforward, which you know you don't need. So let's take another example. Maybe it's going to be more understandable. So let's say you want to sell a pen, and you know your pen going to be black color, okay? Ink going to be black. So you would put here black pen, and in excluded search terms, you would exclude those colors which your pen isn't. So let's say you have a black pen to sell, you would put here blue, you would put here red, and maybe like green into these excluded search terms. So the system knows that you don't need keywords including blue pen or red pen. Those words are not what you're looking for. It's just gonna, you know, give you more accurate results. Okay, so that's all you need to input. Again, you put in a population of category, which is basically the best selling or just some kind of product which is very similar to yours, but I would advise it to take from the top of the first page for the better results. Then estimate if a product is optional, put it, don't put it. To be honest, I didn't find much difference. Marketplace USA, then search terms. Add at least 3 search terms, which are the most straightforward for you when you think about the product. Competitor brands, you just copy them from the search on Amazon. And excluded search terms, also optional, but advisable to put something which automatically should be excluded from your search. And after you input all this information, all you need to press is a form a semantic core. Okay, so now it says report saved successfully, and it's gonna take sometimes 30 seconds, sometimes even 1 to minute to construct you this semantic core, especially if your product, you know, your category, your product is something which has a lot of search terms. Yeah, it can take around a minute, but otherwise it's usually 30-40 seconds. See, already it's done, it's constructed some clusters with search terms. So again, let's now, when we did all of this, let's see what result it gave us and how we can continue analyze it and work with this, and how comfortable is it. Okay, so what we can see here, we can see that it generated for us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It made 5 clusters for us. So those clusters, as you can see, all have some keywords right here. So let's start from the top. I'm going to just show you what it generated for us, and then we're going to start analyzing and working through this report which it gave us. So high frequency search terms. It gave us 42 of them for this product, for our product potential. So high frequency search terms, as everybody knows, this is the most searchable search terms for this product. So those are what you're gonna most probably generate most of your sales from, and most importantly, you must have them in your on your listing, in your text, so it got indexed by Amazon. That's how people gonna mostly find your product, through those search terms. So this is very important part of the report. Again, we're gonna talk a little bit more about details about each cluster. Let's just see what clusters it gave us. So again, high frequency search terms, 42 of them. Then it gave us low frequency search terms, which is 474 search terms for this product. It gave us it gave us that we can work with. So exactly, this is low frequency search terms. Those are search less popular than in the cluster before, but again, there are a lot of very useful keywords right here. As you understand, if you on top of your high frequency search terms you add in some very relevant low frequency search terms, it's just making your your visibility on Amazon much wider, so more people can see you. Maybe some people search particularly through these keywords, so you're just gonna have more people coming in looking at the listing, which subsequently gonna result in some additional sales. So don't neglect looking through your low frequency search terms. So this is the second cluster. The third cluster, which I found an amazing feature right here, it's called unique words. 181 of them right here. So unique words. So what EssenceStat did, it basically took all of the keywords it found in all of those clusters right here and just divided them into unique words and provided the list of them. Yes, right now it sounds a little bit strange, but this is very useful. That's where we're gonna start working through our report, and this is very, very cool feature to use. So again, this is just unique words taken from all of the keywords, and they're not repeated, so all unique words presented in this report. Then the next cluster is irrelevant search terms, which are 407. So irrelevant search terms, so system EssenceStat believes that based on what you wanted and based for this product, this is irrelevant keywords to use. They not gonna help you. That what EssenceStat says it, but again, it's very good that they left this cluster here, since you can again go through them, and since still system is not 100% perfect as any technology, there are sometimes very good keywords right here which system might identify as irrelevant, but actually they are very relevant to your product, and you can then add those keywords to your upper clusters. So again, don't neglect going through those two. And the last cluster which we have right now here is excluded search terms, which are just 2. So if you can see, excluded search terms is a turkey necks and turkey necks. So how it's found those excluded search terms? So you remember we put in this box, we put 3 words: turkey, chicken, and bison. So it found the keywords and automatically excluded them from our search. So those two keywords you're not gonna find in any of clusters above. They are excluded. They still put this cluster right here in the end, so you know in the very end of your report and analysis you can come here and just double check that you didn't exclude something relevant to you. Okay, so again, very good that Essence started leaving all the information, including relevant search terms and excluded search terms in this report. So okay, so as you can see, we have a lot of keywords to work with, a lot to analyze, and I think that this report can be approached from so many possible ways. I'm gonna just show you how I'm using it personally, my own step-by-step instruction. But again, you don't need to do exactly how I'm doing. You can find whatever you're comfortable with, because every person analyzes reports differently, and it doesn't, in this report, it doesn't really matter where you're gonna start from. Anyway, if you analyze all of this, you're gonna have the same end product, but I'm just gonna show you my own way to do so. So one more thing to mention is that anytime during your process of analyzing it, you will be able to come back to any of those boxes and add additional. See, you can press edit and add some other search term which you want to include, which you want to exclude, or which are competitor brands. So you can again refresh it. Another important feature of this, doesn't matter what you do right here in this report, any changes we're going to make right now, everything going to be automatically saved. So let's say my Wi-Fi, as in the beginning of this video, froze, and now it's not working. So you don't need to be worrying about losing your report or your progress in this report. You can refresh it anytime, whenever you feel like, and all the changes gonna be here. So as you can see, we didn't save anything, but again, it's just gonna reload from the exactly same point where we refreshed it. So this is very great. You know, sometimes you can start analyzing it, then leave somewhere for some time and come back, continue doing it later. Don't worry about closing the tab. Everything is saving on the history of your profile, so feel free to close and come back to it anytime without saving anything. So again, let me show you my way how I would approach this report. So I would start from actually unique words, as I said, because this can help you filter right away some words that shouldn't be in your report, and some maybe words which you don't want to see there, and save a lot of time. Just one more note, which I forgot to say, that all of these clusters, they are synced between each other. So any change you make here gonna reflect here and here and in every possible cluster. So let's say we're gonna delete one of the keywords from here, it's gonna come to excluded search terms or irrelevant, and not gonna be shown in other clusters. So first, to just a little bit filter the results, since we have so many keywords, we have 474 here and 42 here. We need to go through all these terms. So as you can see, when I put my mouse on any of the words right here, there are two buttons. First is B and second is X. So B, blue, it means competitor brands right here. See, we already, when we just started, we already put here 7 competitor brands, all of those. And excluded search terms, we put 3, those 3. So you can cross, like, you know, you can delete those words you don't need from report just by one button. So I'm usually spending not more than like 5 to 7 minutes on all of these 4 pages. You don't need to go and look into every possible word. Just something which, you know, strikes your eye and you know, okay, this I don't want to have, this is 100% not relevant to me. Otherwise, if you're not even sure about the word, whether it's relevant or irrelevant or which way it's used, since it's just unique words, leave it here. You're not gonna make your report harder or whatever. So let's just go very fastly through this. Dog, aggressive, okay, Mero. So let's like nylon. I doubt that I need this word. So I'm just gonna press X. If you can see, it became orange, and now it went to, now we had right 3 of them. Now it's already showing us 4 exclude search terms, and it's gonna not here, but in the end it's gonna be shown in excluded search terms. So have many USA and super, just fastly you need to go through this. Okay, so for example, Nylabons, yeah. So I know after doing my research that this is a competitor brand. I just can press the button B, and as you can see, now we have 8 of them. So system knows already that this is a competitor brand, and it's gonna remove all of the keywords from upper clusters that included this word with them, same as with this. So we just making those reports better for us. Then bros, power, toys, bone, long, medium, aggressive, pet, nylon bone. Again, nylon bone, C without S. It's also a brand. We're gonna put it in blue. Plastic, maybe too large. Again, C, I don't know what is Y, but just, and it's used 4 times somewhere. So let's just leave it here. Nyla, I think it's also like a brand. We're just gonna exclude it. Pitbull, hard, chewer, bones, dog, bacon. Bacon? Okay, let's leave it as right now. Puppy soup. Like, we can exclude this. Or maybe it's some bones for some dog soup. Okay, let's leave it. So again, if you're not sure about the word, I would advise to leave it in the report. And if something, you always can come back later and finish it. Just something which you need to remove, something which strike your eyes immediately. Chicken, for sure, we don't need it. Sorry, I don't know, Japanese or Chinese word, we don't need it. This is ASIN, we also need to remove it. Some competitor ASIN maybe. Benabone, also a brand, I know this, so I'm putting it in blue. Lumabone, also a brand. Already it's true, sure, Oxterston. Again, see, you can do it very fast, like ham, remove, pork, remove. Pork, oxtail, looks quickie. This right away remove. Chewy.com remove. Benabone brand. Baby bone, I feel like brand. Shangbone, I think all of these are brands which finish on bone. Use one word. Mammoth, puppies, free, French, ruby, golden, holiday, treat, meaty. The last page left. Where is it? It's only one. Okay. Okay, as you can see, after fastly just 5 minutes going through these unique words, we already have excluded search term 12 and competitor brands 14. After that, what I would do is press complete, so it refresh everything, see what does it show, and now our boxes are updated. See, now competitor brands, we have more competitors, we have more excluded search terms. Again, let's remember there were 42 high frequency search terms and 474. Now let's press apply. Semantic core successfully preserved, so it's going to make changes, remove those keywords which we don't need, and let's see what does it say. So see, now we have 39 of high frequency search terms and 436 instead of 474, right, we had before. So as you see, we just went through those unique words, and we saved, where was this now? Yeah, with those unique words, and as you can see, we saved a lot of time doing this. You can do it again to make sure you didn't miss anything. This is a very fast way to make the results less, and then it will be more easier to go through them each by each later. So we're not going to spend time, so let's go to the step 2. So again, step 1 was to go to unique words and remove any brands, competing brands, or any words which you 100% know that shouldn't be on your listing. And again, you don't even need to do any research. It's very simple. If you're selling beef bones, you don't need to include chicken on your listing because there is nothing made from chicken there. So you can apply it to any product which have like color variations, size variations, whatever. So what I would do the next is next step. I would create the cluster. Yeah, you heard me right. In this application, you can also create your own cluster to again have more better, accurate results. So all you need to do is press add cluster, and you can create as many as you wish. So this is not limited by anything. Some field like this gonna pop up, so you will see cluster name. So in my way how I'm approaching this, again, you should do whatever you feel like, but I would usually type here title and see. I want to collect all keywords which are gonna be in my title, right? So that's a task right now. Then next, also mandatory field is included search terms. What can you do is you can repeat those ones, just basic ones, and you can have two options: all keywords and any keywords. So see, it gives you some selection and it provides some more details. If you select all, you will get a result that contains all of the entered words. If you select any, you will get a result that contains any of the words entered. So let's say if I just put dog bone and press all keywords, it's gonna oh, why I'm writing sorry, dog bone, and press all keywords, it's gonna find you all keywords which contains those two words, both dog and bone, in their search term. If you press any keyword, it's gonna find you any keywords that include dog separately and any that include bone separately, and dog and bone in one search term also together. So I'm always choosing any keywords. I think this is the better way to approach it. Also, what I found in this when you're creating a cluster, it's better to put one word per line and just put the most basic things which you know about your product: dog, bone, maybe bones, treats, puppy. That's it. That's what I'm gonna put right here, and I'm just gonna press apply. I'm not gonna spend much time on this. After that, I would put excluded search terms. So we know that there are a lot of excluded search terms. In this way, the easier way that you can do is just press edit on this box, copy all of those, close it, and just add in excluded search terms here. Again, any keywords included in those search terms, press apply, close it. So as you can see, we have included search term 5, excluded search term 12, and the most important things, ranking of request. So as I said, first we're gonna do the title. So in the best scenario, how I see my title is that it's gonna include all of the search terms with a high frequency. So like the main keyword should be in your title, no low frequency search terms. So you can choose from those options, or you can type it in custom range. So let's say I want my title to have, again, for those new Amazon sellers who are here, the smaller the number, that's mean that the frequency is higher, basically. So if you can see, let's say, 10,000 frequency, that means that it's very frequently searched keyword. If it's 300,000, then it's it has a low frequency, and it means that it's not very oftenly searchable keyword, if that makes sense. So for your title, you want to have your main keywords there. So I would just put from 1 to maybe let's put 250,000. Those are the most high frequent search terms for me. And I would press apply. So we see we put a lot of information right here, and I would put save cluster. Semantic were successfully preserved, and what we have here, it created, you remember we had all of these clusters from beginning, and now it created the new one called title right here, and it appeared here to this cluster, this box cluster, whatever you want to call it, and it has 25 keywords that system identified that we should have in our title. Let's look how information presented here, and then we will work with this. So 25 keywords. As we can see, there is number, there is search term, obviously. Then there is orders. What does it mean? It means the number of orders generated by week, and it provides you the week right here. But right now you could ask, why it's showing me 19th March to 25th of March if today is what day today is? I think today is April, May 11th. Yeah, May 11th. So why it's showing me information from 19th March? I will explain you why. So it shows you the best week this search term had recently, the best week. So the last time it had best results, the most orders, was between 19th March and 25th of March. Any week after that, they weren't that high, they were lower. So it shows you that only this keyword, dog toys for aggressive chewers, had 4,265 orders within 1 week between 19th March and 25th of March. And then lastly, it shows you search frequency rank for previous week. And in this case, you can change to months and quarter, but in this case, it's a previous week. So today is again May 11. So that means that those numbers, those search frequency rank, is from the week of 1st of May till 7th of May. So again, number, search term, number of orders in the best recent week. What their best recent week is shown right here, and search frequency rank for previous week, which means it's actually previous week depending on your day to day. So a lot of very useful information. Again, you can filter it by orders from high to low or from low to high, and you can filter it by search frequency rank for previous week, again from high to low, from low to high, but let's just for right now filter it by orders from high to low. And now let's start working. So now I introduced you to it, now let's start working with this. So there are some buttons right here. First of all, first comfortable feature which you can do is you can always leave the comment near any of the keyword, which you can analyze some keyword, then go to the next one, forget whether you analyzed it or not. So it's going to help you to keep track on what were the thoughts when you was analyzing it, and etc. So let's say just for example, Benny Bone is overall a competitor. You can leave the comment. I'm just showing you example how you can leave a comment. Competitor, you just write here competitor or whatever you want to write at. As you can see, this comment icon changed to orange. This means you have some comment left there, and that's it. That's very easy how you leave you can also leave a comment even on the cluster itself. Again, I don't know what to write here. I never use for the cluster, but you just can write for the title or whatever you want. So it also saves. Again, every time it updates, it always saves all your changes automatically. You don't need to worry about this at all. Then let's go from the top to the bottom through those keywords very fastly. So dog talks for aggressive chewers. Oh, sorry, I forget to finish showing you the button. So this button, it's remove. So if you, for example, see this Benny Bone, let's say it's a competitor brand, I don't need it here. I can just press this button, and as you see, it's removed. Now I have 23 of them. So it removed this keyword not only from here, but also from here, and whatever, from everywhere. Then there is the next button, is a colors. You can color your keywords. It's for your comfortability. So let's say how I'm using it. I'm just using yellow, green, and red colors. I don't use any other colors. I explain you why. So I mark with green the most relevant keywords, which are like very, very relevant. Then with yellow, which is they're relevant, but not very much, not the best thing, but still what is can be used. And then red is those that are irrelevant to me and I don't want to have. So let's say dog toys for aggressive chewers. In this case, I know since it's toys and toys, it's on Amazon, it's including treats. So I'm gonna not only compete with other treats and other bones, but I'm also gonna compete with other toys. So it's not super relevant in this case, a keyword for me. That's why I'm gonna put the yellow color on it. As you can see, it's updated, it's yellow, so I know it's medium relevant, as I call it. Then the next button there is the link to this keyword. So if you press it, it transfers you to Amazon, and see it's already put all of the information right here. So you can always scroll and check their results. See, it's mostly like toys rather than treats. I don't see any actual treats right here. Or what is this? Premium yak chew, some chew stuff. So I don't see much bones, even on the especially on the first page, which tells me that it's not relevant to me really. That's why I'm gonna come back and mark it red color, whatever you want to use, this red color or this. Let's use this. So now I know it's irrelevant for me. I can press the X button, or you can mark it red. It's for your comfortability, whatever you feel like doing more. Then the next button, you can copy this keyword. As you see, it says copied. And the last button, which is really cool feature, is you can see actual statistic of this keyword. So look what I'm gonna press, look what's gonna happen. So you just need to give it a little bit time, just 10-15 seconds. See, it shows you search frequency rank from 2018 to 2023. You can I'll show how to modify it right now, but you can see the trend. Of how search term was acting within all of those time. So as you can see right here in 2018, and as I told you, smaller the number of frequency rank, the more sales it means it's more searchable. So as you can see from right here, it has a rank of 12, 14, 1600. Then something happened in 2020 with this keyword. I'm only talking about toys for aggressive chewers. Then suddenly in end of 2018, start of 2020, people searched for it very less. They had much more sales, and then situation improved. That was very good time for 349 rank. It was selling crazy. So you can analyze, you can get more information. As you can see right now, rank went so much up for some reason. What also can you do? You can take those buttons and move them so you can see more results. So let's say I want to just see for 2023, right? So if you can see now, I can see like end of 2022, start of 2023, perfectly showing me. You can scroll more to see by day, you can see by a week, by months, whatever you want to do. So this is very good tool for analyzing each and every keyword. I don't do it for every keyword, but sometimes, especially if it's high frequency rank, I might go and see because some of the, let's say, some of the keywords might be seasonal, right? So let's say Christmas, any keyword with the word Christmas, has high frequency rank when it's before or at the moment of the Christmas, and after it for the rest of the year it has low frequency rank, not much sales, not much people type it because there is no purpose of this. So I know this is a seasonal rather than a stable keyword. So to close it, you just need to press again on the same button and go like this through all of them. I would do it fast. I'm not gonna go through all, even 23 of them, but let's take first page in each cluster and I'm gonna show you how I'm working with it. So this is, I would mark red, dog bones. Dog bones is definitely, for me, is uh, the very relevant key. That's how people gonna find my bone. That's why I would mark it green to remember that it's very relevant. Dog chew toys for aggressive tour. Not sure again, does it gonna have some bones presented on by this keyword? Let's check. Here it's already okay. It's all advertised. This is toys, right? So see those bones? Chew toys. It's all toys in the shape of the bone rather than the real bones. This is sponsored, doesn't count. Those are also sponsored, doesn't count. So yeah, again, as you can see, there is no purpose of me having this keyword. I'm not going to be able to stay on the first page because that's not what people search when they type those words. So I could just, first what I could do, I just could mark it red as I was showing you before, but as you can see, I already checked 2 keywords with the word toy. I know that when people search for dog toys, they don't want to see my bone. So what I would do to make my analysis easier, I would come back to excluded search terms, press edit, go scroll down, and just add toy and toys right here. Apply. It's gonna, semantic core gonna successfully be preserved. And let's wait until it refreshes. So it's going to remove all of the keywords with the word toy or toys in them. So as you can see, for title we had 23, right? Now we'll have left with 13 of them. So it's much easier to analyze. There is nothing with the word toy. I'm not going to spend any more time on these keywords. Dog bones for aggressive chewers. It's a very relevant for me. Dog bone, very relevant. Dog bones for large dogs doesn't make difference for any dogs. Dog chew bones, perfect. So that's what I would usually do. I would just go each by each, sometimes pressing on those buttons to analyze if I believe, but since I'm just showing you guys, I'm not gonna go very detailed. I'm gonna do it faster. Dog chews for aggressive chewers. Let's mark it green. Let's see what is dog chew. Does it, how many bones are there? Or is it gonna be mostly toys? So let's see, there are bones. So yeah, it's also perfectly fine for me. So I would close this, I would come back, I would again mark it green. For medium dogs, yes, dog chews long lasting, perfect. Marrow bones for dogs, so I'm not sure what is marrow bone. And for example, I don't want to go and research right now to not waste your time. So what I would usually do, I would maybe mark it yellow, which means it's medium relevant, or I'm not sure about how relevant it is. Or for example, for these purposes, I can make it blue and say, okay, the blue is now color for something I want to come back and double check again and put in comments here, not sure what narrow means. Double check later and press save button. As you can see, turned, and anytime I can come back when I see that it's blue and like not sure what narrow means, double check later, perfect. So we'll know what to do. So I would do the same with second page. As you see, it's very fast. So I already know, and all of those are search frequency rank up to 250, so the most main keywords. So that's what I would do with title. I would go through second page, and by the end of this I'm gonna have certain green and yellow keywords which I can use. I already analyzed them. What is the cool part? If you remember, in the start of the video I told you that those clusters are synced together and updating together. So see, we colored only in this cluster grid all of these keywords. Look down. Now even in next cluster, those that we already went through are already also colored and have those comments and other stuff. So we don't need to spend any more time on them. We can just do those that are gray. So it's saving you a lot of time. So let's say we finished with the title. We went through 2 pages and we finished with this. What I would do as a third step, I would add a cluster. I would name it bullets, or let's say main text. I would include search terms for, again, you can take the same search terms. Let's take edit. Okay, let's close this. Okay, let's take those. Oh no, okay, yeah. Again, let's just do as we did in for title. I'll show you what's gonna be different. So dog, bone, bones, treat, treats, puppy. That's it. Or any keywords I would choose apply. Then in excluded search terms I would put, again I would just copy everything from here, just much easier than type it all. I don't have any of those. Excluded search terms, add, apply, close, ranking. And since it's the for main body, now I don't need those keywords like only high frequency rank. I want to include here and low frequency rank since I have much more space to use more keywords. So I would put 1, 2, let's say 5 and 550,000. Let's do like this. Yeah, apply and save cluster. Again, the update gonna go semantic core successfully preserved, and now it gave us another, it created another cluster right here with the same name as we input, and it gave us 34 keywords. Again, if you don't want to have those which you already use, I would still go from 1 to 500,000 and include those from 1 to 250. Sometimes you want to double check that they're in title and in the main text, so they're 100% getting indexed. That's my suggestion. And again, since we already colored a lot, it's going to be much easier to do. So as you see, Bennybone, again, see Bennybone, I know it's a brand and I don't need it, so I can just press this. It's gonna remove this from this search. But what I would rather do is I would copy it, go again into excluded search terms, go down, paste it, apply, and wait. So it's gonna remove all of the keywords, including this word Bennybone. It's a competitor brand. Or, okay, maybe my mistake, I could just, instead of putting excluded search terms, I could put it in competitors brands. It doesn't really make difference. It just, see Benny Bones, because it was without S, it did remove. Let's just put right here, Benny Bone, and, okay, let's paste it, put S and then apply. Again, let's save it. So by doing this, you know, you don't need to go through them, find all of the keywords which is word. It's going to automatically exclude all of them. So when you did it, let's see, now we only have 30 for bullets and main text. It's only 30 keywords to go through. So as you remember, this we're not sure, other we already went through, so we don't need to spend time on them. Here, bone marrow, again I would mark it blue because I'm seriously not sure what is marrow. My English is not that great. Bones for dogs, long lasting is a good keyword. Soup bones, let's see what they mean by soup bones. Is it even for dogs? Soup bones, or it's a company, it doesn't look like a brand. Yeah, okay, let's assume it's not a brand as for right now, and let's say that I'm not 100% sure how relevant is it for me, so I'm gonna mark it yellow for right now and put the comment check difference between soup bones and dog bones. Put this comment, edit, large dog bones sounds good for me. Long lasting dog bones also relevant. Luma bones. So Luma bones is definitely a brand. So okay, now I don't see it so often, so we'll just press X. Bone, again, can be any bone, right? Maybe only bones here. The results can be very different. It's not very relevant. There are a lot of different competitors, like movies even. So let's mark it yellow. Maybe we're gonna come back and see. So sometimes it can again come up. You just press it and maybe refresh the page. In case it doesn't want to remove, just press red. Now it's gonna stay. Marrow bones, let's put it in blue. We'll check it later. Chew bones for small dogs. Perfect. Dog chew bones for aggressive chewers. Dog chew bones sounds good. So again, we would go through third page in the same way. As you can see, now I understand what I have and what I need to do with all of them. So this done. Usually I would create just two clusters. If you want to add another cluster for your A plus in the end of your listing for description or whatever, you can do it. I'm usually doing just two. And as a fourth step, so again, first step, as you remember, was unique words. Second step, create cluster title, cluster main text, analyze them, go through them, and then already we like half process went through. Now I would go to high frequency search terms, those clusters which were originally made by the system when we just made our first report, and just double check that I'm not missing something, that I don't miss some keywords which didn't come up into my new created clusters as title and bullets and main text, and see maybe I'm missing or not missing anything. So see here we already went through them, no point. Here let's just look at the all gray ones. Bully Make. I think this is a brand, we can always check it. Looks like toys. Okay, let's not sure if it's a brand or some kind of toys, so we're just gonna mark it red or just leave it. Bone marrow blue. Bones for dogs sounds good, and marrow, let's put it in blue. Also, okay, so we're done with high frequency search terms. So we went through all of them colored. I prefer to color them. You don't need to do it. It just gives me understanding of how my job is already done. Then I would go down to low frequency search terms. I still have 211 of them, but a lot of them are already analyzed by me. And I would do totally the same thing. So leaving comments, checking it, coloring them. So dogs plus toys. It's mostly going to be toys, not bones, like edible bones, so it's red. I would do it like in red color again. Aggressive chew dog. I have no idea what it is, marrow bones. So I would go again through those, just don't want to spend right now time with you guys. But that's what I would do. Maybe I would filter it by search frequency rank, so I don't need to go through all of them. I believe that after 600,000-700,000 there is no point even looking at those keywords right now. They're not gonna give you any sales, and only if they seasonal, it's you'll have some competitive advantage here. But let's say, see, so for example, beef bones, very relevant keyword for me. See, it's gray. It means that we don't have it neither in title, neither in main text. And let's say I want to add them to these clusters, like title and bullets with main text. All I need to do is see there is new button in those original clusters. It looks like this is the last button on the right. You press it, it says add to cluster, and you can choose title and apply. Now it's gonna run through it, and let's see whether we can find it or we cannot find it here. Oh, sorry, we added to cluster title. So let's see if we can find it here. See, beef bones, and it shows it's as a orange text. So it says you manually added it. It's not system gave it and we analyzed it. We manually added it from another cluster. So see, I edited it. Now I'm like, yes, this is super relevant. Let's be it in my title. That's it. But one more mention. So you remember when we, where was it? Bone, beef bone. I think we filtered first. Where it was beef bones. So beef bones. So see, the thing is, when I press, if I press it again, it shows me no clusters available. Why it says such? It says that this keyword is already in the cluster title and in the cluster bullets and main text. So it's not gonna let you add it again so you don't double your work, since all of the keywords in those clusters are unique. So there is no point for you. You like, if you see something and you're like, okay, this one, okay, so see, for example, chew bones for large dogs. So I have it. It means that I have it in the cluster main text, and I can only, that's why I can only add it to the title cluster. If I'll add it, the next time I'll press on it, it will tell me there are no clusters available to add. So it's again saving your time. So I would do the same. I would go analyze all of these keywords. Okay, not all of them, especially the low frequency rank, as I said, maybe to 500 or 600 or 700,000 max, which is gonna be until like mid of second page. It's not gonna take you much time. Let's say we're done all of this. We already did unique words, so we can scroll down. Then the last few steps to do is just to go through last two or three clusters, which are brand search terms, irrelevant search terms, and excluded search terms, and double check that you're not missing something important. So firstly, let's go through brand search terms. So all of those Nyla Bones and Benny Bones are brands. See, it's taking like 2 to 3 seconds. Nyla Bone, Belly Bone. Okay, done. Done. So see, there is nothing for us to add. Then there is a lot of irrelevant search terms. So I would do the same. I would just fastly go dog choose. See, dog choose. Let's see if any. Let's say it's still some treats, so we can try to sell something. So what I would do, I would add it to my main bullet and even title, because it's pretty. It has 18,000 search frequency rank, so it works for both for me. So I would just apply. It's gonna update, and it's gonna add them to our clusters. So it's edited. Now where we left, irrelevant. So that's what I would do. Like puppy bones, see one more, or puppy chew bones. Those are all relevant to me. I would mark them green. I would add these to both. No, okay, this one I will only add to. Okay, this I will add to 2. And next one I'll add only to 1. And that's what I was meaning, always double check, see how many keywords are here which are relevant to me, and it was thinking it's irrelevant. So see, I already added this, so it's not going to give me any clusters. Now let's press on this and only add it to main text. So I would do this the same way with irrelevant search terms, go maybe up until I would say again up to 500,000, just to double check, add them to the clusters I need them to, and that's it. Then do the same with excluded search terms. There are again 502, but here is going to be much easier. See, it's mostly those which you excluded. So as I said in the beginning, excluded search terms in this case is all keywords which you excluded here. It found all possible keywords with them that somehow even a little bit relevant to the bone or to the market or to the your search on Amazon, and excluded them. So mostly in like 99% cases you're not going to find anything useful in the last cluster, but just double check that you accidentally didn't put here something what you need. So let's say you double checked it, and that's it. So you already have certain cluster for your main text with 32 keywords which you're going to incorporate in the text and add as the main body. Then you would have your title with 16 keywords, so you can remove all duplicates and form your title from them and generate a lot of sales, since those are very searchable and very good selling keywords. Let's say I wanna, what we can do after we're done with report, because so how can I continue working or creating text or etc etc. So first of all, you can share it. You can share your your report to somebody, and he can continue from the point you left. So if you press the button share, oh, now it says something went wrong, maybe some technical issue, but usually it's gives you the link. It's like saves the link, you know, like you copy the link, then you can go copy paste it and send as a message to somebody. When he press, it's gonna bring him here. He's gonna see all of those colors, all of the analysis you did prior to sending it to another person, so he can keep on going with your report or use it, or you can just do it for somebody and send it, so he already doesn't need to analyze anything. Then there is edit report. Again, it's for later when you want to come back, let's say after a week, you're like, okay, let's remove some keywords that didn't work. You would edit report. And the best stuff, you can download it in Excel. But the best thing, you can download it separately, cluster by cluster. So for example, let's say I just need the cluster of title. I don't want to have all report available here, just one of these. So I would press on this button, and if you see it, gonna download it right here. You just double click it and it opens, and if you see, it says title cluster, and it provides you with all the information you analyzed. So it's remembers the what did you colored. Again, those orange ones means that you manually put those keywords in those clusters. That's not what system generated from beginning. Blue for not sure, medium relevant, green relevant. And here you can even see the comments you left. Not sure what mirror means, double check later. So if you don't feel like sending the link to somebody, you can always send this file, and he can do, like, he can see, or she or he can see all of the work you put into analyzing this report. But as I said, this is one thing how you can download it, or you can also download the whole report, all of those clusters. All you need to do is press on this button, download. So, and it's gonna download the whole report for you. Let's open it so you can see what I meant. And it's making you Excel file with all of the clusters, so bullets in the same sequence. So here we worked title cluster again, all of them together. See how much we didn't go through. High frequency search terms analyzed, low frequency search terms, brand search terms irrelevant and excluded, even unique words. And you can see how often is their count among those keywords by the end of the analysis. So that is how you can use it. That's it for today. Okay, one more thing. What is cool here? So let's say I want to go use some other function and come back. Will it be saving it automatically, or should I press save? You don't need to press any button like save. It's always remembers what you did. So let's say I went to this function, worked a little bit here, found some report, worked, let it download. Then I'm like, okay, I want to come back and continue. So you press and back. It again gives you the field to start over. But as you can see, you have a history right here, which is amazing. You can search for it, or you can just press on the last one. That means that the last you worked on, it's gonna again load, and you will see exactly same report as you left it is. So see all the changes here, and we can or continue working or just share it with somebody, add some other cluster, or do whatever you want. So as a summary, very easy tool to use for creating semantic core. Yes, this video is pretty long. Yes, I talked a lot. It might be confusing, but I promise, guys, if you try it out, it's very, very simple. For me right now, to create a semantic core without like talking and making videos is maybe taking me 30 minutes or 40 minutes, but it's going to be really very, very good semantic core that you can use, and you analyze so many keywords you have already, because of this, so many understanding of what is your potential of the product, how you can grow it, which other keywords you can focus on later or add later, what are seasonal, what are not seasonal. Maybe those that are seasonal you don't want to add right now and take space for them, and before the season, within like 1-2 months, you're gonna start adding them. Their rank gonna go higher and higher and higher. They're gonna be more searchable, and you're gonna be there on like top page and generate like a lot of sales from those keywords. So a lot of things to think about, but my own advice is just to go and try it. It's very straightforward, very easy. I never used, but I think they even have a chat, like a chatbot, or chat is a trail person, or I don't know, that can help you and answer all of your questions. Great service. Please, guys, let me know if you're liking this video and if it was useful for you. I can do the same video, separate videos for each of those other functions presented here. Or if you will need another example for semantic core creation, I will also be willing to do and show on some other product how I'm doing it. So again, guys, thank you for watching. That's all you need to do to create a perfect semantic core. Hopefully you learned something today, and hopefully you're gonna integrate it and become a better seller and generate more sales, and most importantly, earn more money. Again, thank you for your attention. Have a great day. Bye.